Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Global Voices Live, episode number 9. Today's conversation is called Listening to the Quiet Nudge for More. But before we dive into the topic, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Arshia Sayed. I live in Maryland past 28 years. I'm a pharmacist and now I'm a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. To work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hi, I'm Roxanne from Seattle, Washington. I'm a mom, a wife, a property accountant by profession, and a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Salma Tujalo. I'm a mom of two. I am originally from Sierra Leone, West Africa, now living in Columbus, Ohio. I am a direct support professional and I am a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
Khadijatu?
Hello everyone, my name is Khadija Tujallo. I am originally from West Africa, Sierra Leone, now live in New York. I have 4 kids. I work as a rehab aide and I'm a proud digital business owner.
Diaratu?
Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Jariyatu Jallo. I am originally from Mauritania and today I'm live in United States. I'm Aslo.
That's
Sorry.
fine.
Okay. Asma?
Hi, I am Asma Harisa, digital businessman turned original from Pakistan and now living in the USA with my family.
Anna?
Hello, everybody. My name is Anna Toure. I'm originally from Senegal, currently living in the state of North Carolina. I'm a stay home mom of 3, and I'm a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
Fa-
Hi, my name is Fatima. I'm a mom and a nurse and a digital business owner living in New York. Thank you.
Maimuna?
Hello, hi. My name is Maimuna Diallo, proud digital business owner, and living in New York. I have 4 kids.
Hello, everyone. So today's conversation is called Listening to the Quiet Nudge for More. Sometimes growth doesn't begin with a crisis, it begins with something much softer. A quiet feeling, a subtle restlessness, a thought you keep revisiting. Not more status, not more noise, just more alignment, more meaning, and more truth. That quiet nudge can be easy to ignore. It doesn't shout, it doesn't demand, but it stays. Tonight, we're talking about what happens when we finally stop dismissing that inner whisper and start listening. Go ahead. Thank you.
Fatima?
Uh-huh. Today we are gonna talk about the first sign. The first sign was when fine doesn't feel fulfilling. For me, the quiet nudge showed up when everything looked fine. Nothing was falling apart. Nothing dramatic was happening. But inside, something felt paused. I wasn't unhappy, but I wasn't expanding either. The hardest part was admitting that fine was fulfilling. The nudge wasn't loud. It was just a consistent thought. There has to be more. Thank you.
Today, let's talk about the voice we try to silence, rationalizing the feeling away. At one point, I learned an important lesson about listening to my inner voice. In the beginning, I tried to ignore it. I told myself I was overthinking, reminded myself to just be grateful, and even
Give me
compare
your
my
phone.
situation to
Hurry
others.
up, hurry up.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
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 And even compare my situations to others who seem to have less. I convince myself, if not to disrupt what's already working. But that quiet voice never disappears. Over time, I realized something powerful. Gratitude and growth can exist together. Being thankful for where you are does not mean you stop striving to become better. Wanting a deeper alignment, purpose, and improvement is not a rejection of what you have. It is a commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. This mindset has shaped how I approach challenges, growth, and opportunities. I stay grounded in gratitude while continuously pushing myself to learn, improve, and contribute more. That balance is what drives me forward every single day. Thank you.
The fear of disruption, why we resist the nod. Listening to that inner feeling felt uncomfortable, almost scary, because deep down I knew that if I paid attention to it, something in my life might need to be changed. And change can shake things up. It can affect stability, identity, and the routine we are used to. So ignoring that feeling seemed easier and safer at the time. But but over the time, pushing it aside didn't make it disappear. Instead, it created a quiet dissatisfaction that kept growing. Eventually, I realized something important. The discomfort that comes with change often much lighter than the discomfort of staying in a place that no longer feels right. Thank you, guys.
I grow up believing stability was the highest form to success. Do the safe thing. Choose the responsibility part. Don't take risk if you can explain. So when I start wearing something different, I didn't feel excited. I feel guilty. Because in my mind growing mean responsibility, no exploration. And I keep thinking if you want more doesn't mean you don't appreciate what you have. But the truth is, waiting a new chapter doesn't mean you are rejecting your past. It means you are listening to your present. If you can honor your culture, you can respect your family, you can still ground your value. Thank you.
Me,
Director?
okay. I want to start tonight by saying this. I am not here because everything was falling apart in my life. I'm here because I started listening to something quiet inside me. For me, the nudge didn't ask me to change everything overnight. It asked me to become aware. I started noticing where I felt energized and where I felt drained, where I felt aligned, and where I was just pushing through. And listening wasn't about taking action right away. It was about being honest with myself. So if you are here tonight feeling fine on the outside but quietly questioning more on the inside, you are in the right place. This space is about awareness, not pressure. Alignment, not rushing. Let's begin.
Thank you. Okay, so I'll be talking about the small step. You don't leap, you lean. So when I finally responded to the nudge to change my life, it wasn't dramatic. There was no grand announcement, no perfect plan, no moment when everything suddenly felt certain. After 25 years in the film industry, the shift didn't begin with a leap. It began with a lean, a quiet curiosity, a conversation, watching a presentation, paying attention instead of dismissing the idea. It wasn't, I'm quitting everything. It was, let me explore this. And that's something many people misunderstand about change. They think it requires a bold jump, but most transformations don't start with jumping. They start with leaning forward just enough to see what's possible. The quiet nudge doesn't demand perfection, it asks for openness. For me, that small step led to learning a new skill. That skill led to understanding a system, and that system led to consistency. And consistency builds confidence. So here is the message for all of you. Small movement builds clarity. So you don't get clarity before you move, you get clarity because you move. If I had waited for certainty, I would still be in the same place, wondering. Instead, I lean, and that lean changed everything. You don't have to leap, you just have to be willing to learn forward when something inside you whispers, there might be more. So that's the message for this one.
Thank
Alma?
you.
Okay. And today I talk about what happens when you listen. Clarity builds confidence. Something shifted when I stopped fighting the nudge. I felt lighter, more honest. The external result didn't change immediately, but internal I felt aligned. Listening created momentum, and that momentum built confidence. Thank you.
Thank you. Anna?
What our stories share. So listening to everybody tonight, the nudge look different to each of us. For someone, it sounds like dissatisfaction. For others, it's like restlessness. For someone else, it was a quiet question that kept repeating, this is really it. The details were different, the timing were different, the circumstances were different, but what connects our story is the quiet voice didn't go away. It whispered in the middle of busy days. It showed up during moments of stillness. It returned every time we tried to convince ourselves to stay comfortable. And the moment we stopped ignoring it, growth began. Not because everything around us suddenly changed, but because we became honest. Honest about what we wanted, honest about what wasn't working, honest about the fact that staying the same was not longer an option. Growth didn't start with perfection, it started with truth. And that's the trait that ties us together tonight. Not identical paths, but the courage to listen when that quiet nudge refused to be silenced. Thank you.
If you're feeling the nudge and something inside you feels a little restless, not unhappy, just not fully fulfilled, then that's okay. That feeling is not a weakness, it's just an awareness. Sometimes the quiet nudge sounds like, is there more for me? Or am I meant for something more aligned? You can be grateful for the life and still want to grow. Those two things can exist together. The nudge isn't asking you to make a big, dramatic change, it's just simply asking you to listen, to be honest with yourself, to notice what feels right and what doesn't. You don't have to have all the answers today. And just don't ignore the whisper. Growth doesn't always start with a big move. Sometimes it starts with a quiet moment of truth. And if you're feeling that right now, that's not pressure, that's possibility. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So we hope so that you got inspired with what we shared today. Listening to that quiet nudge, for more, because many times, we have that little nudge, but then we tend to ignore. And then if you stop ignoring it, you're gonna go into growth. So So like we said, everyone share, a story today, their journey, their experience based on, on the topic today. So we hope so that you got inspired. And if you want to share anything, like if you also had that little nudge sometimes, and then you heard and you want to share it with us, you can put it in the comments, and we'd be happy to also read your comments. If you want to learn how you can start your online business, and then start building that plan B and that extra side income that you can build it alongside your current job. Here are 3 ways that you can learn more on how to do it, and you can communicate with us. You can either put in the comments more info, send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have, or you can register directly into our websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch our webinar. We do have webinars every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. CST, and 8 p.m. EST. So when you register, you will receive an invitation to our live webinar, and on that email, you will have the link to the registration, so you can pick either day or both. And the other link is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, you can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group, where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. And we're pretty sure that you probably wonder, so what is it that you're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So if you want to learn more about this online business opportunity, again, you can communicate with us by putting in the comments more info, send us a private message, or register directly into our website. So we do have a comment here from Romina Parma. She say, can I join next time? And now she says she's at work right now. So thank you, Romina, for your comment. Thank you for watching. So we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. And to end, we're going to end with this little thought. Different paths brought us here, but we are reminded tonight that no one grows alone. So thank you for being part of this conversation. This is Global Voices Live, where starting over is honor and not rush. So thank you again for being here with us today. And we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Monday for those on Monday, and a happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you again.
Thank you.
See you again.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.